Dearly beloved, we have gathered here today to get through this thing called Mix CD. My name is Mike, part of the SPDM crew, and I love making Mix CDs. Each week, we give our guests a theme and an 80-minute time limit for which songs they're going to pick for their Mix CD. This week, we're going to be talking about another round of music videos with the recent news that MTV, as we know it, is shutting down. And it's just going to be a trash heap of shit TV now. Cool. Thanks, Paramount or Skydance or whatever the fuck you're called now. But I decided to bring back the. It's been a while since we talked music video songs, but I'm bringing back the creator and co-host of Comics Corner, member of the BTB Movie Club, and a good friend, even though you're a Detroit Pistons fan, or you were a Detroit Pistons fan, Brian Larsen. Brian, welcome back. How's it going?
Well, things are going well. I appreciate you having me back and have been excited to do this. I think that music videos have a place in this world, and MTV, two middle fingers your way for shutting down because music videos deserve a place besides YouTube.
Yes.
And, who didn't rush home? Well, when you were my age, rush home to watch TRL and see what the great 10 videos were for the day. And the music video awards were something special. And I get it. We're in a cycle where it's not what it was, but I think music videos have a special place.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish they were created more by the artists that continue to put out music videos that are short movies as opposed to just a music video of them at a concert.
It's weird because you see some of the music videos that come out today. It was like, who came up with this? Like, what is going on here? And I felt like, do you remember when music videos, when they premiered, they were like an event, but now they're not. Nobody cares about them.
No, and there were times where and I don't have it on my list for tonight, but Kanye West, Hype Williams doing All of the Lights. And the music video literally starts like a movie and saying this is directed by, and we've had other ones, and we've had directors on major motion pictures, like I believe David Fincher.
David Fincher started as a music video director.
Yeah, it turned into things from this is where you cut your teeth, and now you've become something big.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it was just a medium that was out there that allowed creative people to start something small and then turn it into possibly directing the movie like Seven.
Yeah, exactly. I think of Fincher, he directed a bunch of music videos, and that was partially how he cut together a bunch of things in order to get Alien 3. And then studio interference happened, and Alien 3 is a movie, but then you see the Fincher version, and it's like, oh, I see what you were trying to do. Why didn't the studio let you do that? And then, oh, cool. That's fun. But you're right about the TRL aspect. I never had the guts to actually call in and vote for TRL because I feel like my mom would kill me because I feel because that was back in the day when you had to call from a landline and it would be a shitload of money, and
99 cents is a lot for a kid.
It's not just that, it's 99 cents per minute, and then not only that, there's no guarantee that you'd actually get through, because I'm sure that the lines were always busy. Did you ever try to call in to a radio show contest to try to win something, and anytime that you try, it's busy?
Definitely.
It's Like this thing
And they keep
is
you on there.
yeah.
They keep you on there. They're raising they're getting their revenue.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I remember when MTV, like when the music video was like you would have a big premiere for a music video. It was like appointment viewing. Whenever they like when they came out with the show making the video and they take you behind the scenes on like everything that's going on with the music video, I always thought that that was really cool too. Yeah, it's just it's not the same as just I don't think this is going to make me sound like an asshole, but whatever. I don't think that this current generation of people understands that without everything at your fingertips all the time, you had to prioritize things in a certain way. And the old way that you used to prioritize stuff is based on what was on TV. And it's like when you have something at your fingertips that you could just listen to or watch whenever you want, you don't value it and appreciate it the same way as you would back in our day. But it's just the truth of the matter.
And I know I'm not a generation older than you, but I'm older than you.
Mhm.
And one of the big things for me was our VCR being able to set up a time to start taping
Oh,
and quit taping.
cutting edge,
So,
cutting edge
I mean,
stuff.
that was, and it was like, I'm gonna do morning videos on VH1, the MTV stepsister that no one liked, but the morning videos on there, they just played videos for an hour from like 8 to 9. So yeah, I had a videotape, I had a VHS tape in there going
Mhm.
and watched some videos when I got home from school because, MTV started getting away from playing the videos. TRL was going on and then they throw a show in there and stuff like that. But I really enjoyed the music videos that they, like you said, when they did a making of. I mean, I think one of the first ones that I kind of remember, I mean, they did Thriller and Black and White was huge
Mhm.
because it like premiered on Fox or whatever channel. I mean, there was some just amazing things that they were doing that got us to watch music videos that made us think that they were the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm not that old that I don't remember non-sliced.
Right. Well, and it's just it's sad because now like you said, the only place to consume music videos kind of is YouTube. That's the main place now. And it just feels like it's not as big of a deal anymore. Even though there are some music videos out there who have amassed like 1 billion views. Like I think one of the first ones to do it was Justin Bieber's Baby music video, Gangnam Style. I think is still pretty high up there in terms of music videos that have amassed the most views. And I don't know, like views is not always the most indicative way to judge success of a music video. But it felt like a big deal when there would be that something would consistently be number one on TRL, even though, did you ever suspect that the list was rigged?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I mean, back then it was like, no, everyone, yay, we voted. That's who I would have picked. And, but now that I know there's the producers of the records and stuff like that, they put their money into it.
Hmm.
It's like one of the things that I've gotten into somewhat recently has been golf. And Golf Digest puts out a magazine that every year that grades equipment. And it's funny how like TaylorMade is always in the gold standard. That's because they give them the most money to advertise it. It's
Hmm.
so I think, Sony recording artists or, La Face or whoever was the big artist at the time that gave the most money to MTV or the ones that got the most views on MTV, they became the number ones on TRL.
Yeah, the MTV also like they tried to do some creative stuff with music videos as well. Like I remember that there was there was a show that they had where they did like a scavenger hunt for certain things in music videos. You had the pop-up video on VH1 where they would, show fun facts during the music video, which some of the fun facts it's kind of like the IMDb trivia. It's like, hey, that's actually really cool, or oh, you're really stretching out the definition of trivia for this. But and now also the MTV Video Music Awards, they now feel like a joke. And that's also sad because I remember when that was like appointment viewing as well to watch the VMAs, and like there wasn't a whole lot of people who are giving awards for music videos. But yeah, now it's just not the same.
In my opinion, the I think at one point the VMAs were bigger than Grammys.
Probably. I would.
I just think the medium, the visual medium of it, and everything that went into a music video turned it into bigger than just somebody saying the song was the best song. And it's unfortunate that something that's been around so long as the Grammys got overtook by that, because fast forward to 2025, we just killed the channel that played all of those.
Right.
So
Well,
I think, well, I shouldn't say we killed it. They killed it. They killed it by running Jersey Shore reruns for 12 hours.
I look, MTV has been one of the pioneers of reality TV for a long time with The Real World and Road Rules and all of their other things, their True Lives or True Life, all of that. But that doesn't change the fact that at its very core, MTV was about music, and then
Right.
you could just feel the writing on the wall when MTV started to get away from that. And, just I don't know. Like it's sad to me that MTV is going to exist, but it's not going to have anything to do with music now. And that to me is just it's a little heartbreaking, but hey, we live in a different time right now where like YouTube is the primary means for people to watch music videos now. Even like on Apple and Spotify, they're getting up there as well. So,
I mean, let's be honest. When we look at Tyler Sheridan shows on the different streaming services, they all start by saying MTV TV.
yep. Mhm.
So they're moving away from music videos and they're getting cutting edge TV shows like, Landman and Tulsa King. And
Playing fast and loose with the definition of cutting edge, but I get what
I,
you're saying there. But Tyler Sheridan has a specific brand with all of his shows, but if MTV is going to be, the primary means where that is distributing a lot of these shows, there are worse ways to like grow your audience because
right.
Taylor Sheridan shows, say what you will about them, but that doesn't change the fact that they're successful and they last a while as well.
Mhm.
So, Brian, any last words for MTV? Any last ones that you want to pour out for our homies?
I would just like to say I'm sorry to see you go, but it was time.
It kind of was time, but still very sad. But on the plus, we have our memories of music videos, and that is what we're doing here with Volume 2. So, Brian, did you have a process for what you were looking for with Volume 2? Because I kind of had a process, but then as I started to make my initial list, this version of the list turned into a 6-hour list, and then I was like, shit, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. But did you have a specific process for putting together volume two?
I did start with like old school, I would say, like just I think what I really wanted to do was respect the video part of the music.
Mhm,
And that's where I went with this. I believe 85% of it was this is a good music video.
mhm.
And then the music was important, but not as important. And then a few of them were like, this is a good song, and they made a video.
Well, like for me as well, a lot of these songs will have some type of memory associated with them as well. Because if I remember watching the music video, if there was something about it that I was like, I love that, or what are we doing here? Like, what is this? That was a big driving force with this. If I will admit that there is I tried to keep it one artist per for this list, or one
Definitely.
artist
Definitely.
per music video, because there are some artists out there who back in the day their music videos were a big deal to them. And yeah, so like it was hard for me to narrow down, like you could do a list of just like Michael Jackson or Madonna music videos just by themselves, right?
Prince also. I got to throw
So,
Prince out there.
gotta, yeah, absolutely. But there was something really cool about some of these that I know I really enjoyed. I'll admit some of these music videos are pretty basic, right? So, but that doesn't change the fact that every single one of these music videos were recorded at some point on a
Right.
VHS tape, and they would be ones that I watch, or these would be ones that I periodically put on YouTube just to be like, huh, yeah, I remember this. So I'm excited to talk about some of these because some of these have stories. Some of these are like, yeah, I like the video. The video was cool. And there's nothing wrong with that. So Brian, how many did you have for your volume two?
I finished with 19 songs.
Okay, I had 18 songs, so we'll do groups of three. And why don't you go first so that your 19 song will be the last song? So Brian, give me your first three
Okay.
that you have.
I do want to say this to everyone listening. Mike and I, we did not discuss the list
Nope.
first, so there may be some crossover. I I threw mine in an order. How I started was from the first time we did this, way back when, in episode 31 of the mix CD.
My God.
Yeah, there was one video I regretted not putting on my list, and it was Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel. That
Yeah,
was an early video that I believe it won a MTV Music Award, the claymation and everything involved in it. It was just such a forward thinking music video at the time.
it was visually really cool as well because it was claymation, right? And
Definitely. Yeah.
plus, I don't know, like it just kind of stretched the boundaries of what creativity could look like with a music video. And that one comes up a lot as like one of MTV's golden childs when or golden children when it comes to music videos as well. So I remember that MTV did a list of like the top 25 music videos on MTV when it came time for like their millionth or billionth video, arbitrary number at best, but this was consistently
Yeah.
on those lists of like top music videos at the time. So that's a great pick. I love that one.
Thank you. Another one, and I did try to make these, like I said, they were music videos, not just the band playing or just them at a concert or things like that. I wanted a music video, but this one, more of the start of it was big. It's We're Not Going to Take It by Twisted Sister.
Mhm.
And it's just, it's got the actor from Animal House screaming at his kid, and he's just like, I want to rock. Oh no, that's I Want to Rock. Never mind. No, it carried over though into We're Not Going to Take It, because that was one of the first videos that they carried over the theme. They brought that actor back into it. Was I Want to Rock was the first one, and then this one, We're Not Going to Take It, was the second one where they used that actor again. And
Mhm.
then my third one is another little bit longer song, but a short movie, we'll call it. But it's Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar. And just good song, powerful lyrics by a female artist, and women empowerment song.
That's a great one as well. Pat Benatar was one that her music videos I think were a little underrated. So she definitely took advantage of the medium for sure. So it's a
Right?
great pick.
What'd you have for your first three?
My first three, so I unintentionally broke this like this first group into these are like my female powerhouse ones. So growing up with my mom and sister, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston come up a lot. So I struggled with picking which Mariah Carey song I would put on this list. So I thought really hard about, okay, is there a Mariah Carey music video that I'm like, did it was there something visually cool about this that, you know, I like the song, but did the music video kind of push it over the edge? And there was a song, it's called My All by Mariah Carey. It's off her Butterfly album, like whatever, but it's in black and white, it's she's just kind of like laying down on a beach, singing. And yeah, this is a song that I like the song, and the music video just kind of made the experience a little bit better. And that was like one of the first times, like growing up, I was like, Mariah, okay, not too bad looking. So part of the appeal of the music video as well is that you have these experiences and it just like gets you thinking about stuff. And that kind of changed my view of Mariah Carey a little bit from, wow, you're a good singer to, wow, you're kind of hot as well. So my next one is Kylie Minogue. And Kylie Minogue, Cammy from Street Fighter, the movie, if I may. I'm not really a huge fan of Kylie Minogue's music, but she's got a song. It's called Red-Blooded Woman. And this was a song that when I used to work at our local Best Buy, this was one of the songs that would play on repeat. Back in the day when MTV, or when, not when MTV, when Best Buy played music videos in their now defunct CD section. They don't do that shit anymore.
No.
But there was a bunch of songs, and this was one of them. And this was always one that I was like, well, this is different compared, because they had like a Martina McBride song. There was, a couple other pop songs. This one felt a little bit more scandalous, and it felt different. And I love the way that this song starts, where she says count backwards, 5 4 3 2 1. Plus the beat of it is really good. Plus also just the music video of this is very sleek. It's different, and I just enjoy it. But my last one, you and I are in a movie club. So movie ones, music videos that were from a movie soundtrack. Once upon a time, that was all the rage.
Right.
Those were a big thing. We could almost do a mix CD of just those. But Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You will go down as like one of the greatest love songs that got ripped off from a Dolly Parton song
Thank you.
originally. But
From a movie called Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
right, right, can't forget about that.
You gotta
Um,
put that out there.
so I'm on TikTok, and lately a trend that's been going on TikTok is people stand around a drum set and they listen to this song, I Will Always Love You. And the part, with the and people try to hit the drum right at that spot. And me and my sister, we knew the count, we knew all of that. Plus also the simplicity of this song. It's Whitney Houston just sitting down and just belting this song out. It's so simple, but I feel like this music video was like on repeat when The Bodyguard came out.
Sure.
So this was a super popular one. I know that my mom and sister recorded this one. So those are my first three. It was by just happenstance that these were the three that kind of just showed up at first.
The thing I liked about the Whitney Houston Bodyguard was yes, it was simplistic, but it edited in enough scenes from the movie that made you want to see the movie, besides the fact she's sitting there singing it and just being a powerful singer.
Mhm.
So a great pick.
Yeah. Thank you.
My next round of three, this is an old school one also. Duran Duran, Hungry Like the Wolf.
It's a great
That was
one.
just when I was younger and watching it, and you know, just powerful song. Simon Laban, great singer,
Mhm.
band. Duran Duran did some really good music back then. Really enjoyed it, and the visual effects of, the wolf being a woman. And as I've gotten older, I realized they're all werewolves and they want to, but no, wait, no, sorry. But yes, good video.
Mhm.
Next, I was actually going to go with a different one, but I went with Crying by Aerosmith.
Mm,
This because it was the first video of the Alicia Silverstone, Liv Tyler kind of trilogy of
right.
videos, and just really good song. And they did 3 videos in less than a year with those two in them from
Mhm.
the same album, and very good trilogy that, any Star Wars fan loves the word trilogy.
Of
And
course.
that's how we go.
Mhm.
Then the last one, this one is not going along with these older ones. This is a newer song, but just one I really, really like. It's Best Love Song by T-Pain featuring Chris Brown.
Mm.
And this video has both T-Pain and Chris Brown in different shots at the same time. They're on stage doing a battle of the bands kind of thing for the same girl, and that bitch leaves with somebody else. So just it's a funny video because it starts with her talking to T-Pain, like, I'm here for you. And then she talks to Chris Brown, I'm here for you. And they're both battling for her, and she leaves with somebody else. So
Mm.
good video.
Good call. Good call. Oh, those are the Hungry Like the Wolf music video is really great. It's always interesting to see the concepts that some people come up with for music videos. It's like I want to see the sketch or like the writer's room discussion where it's like, you know what? Why don't we make this video, kind of set in a cafe somewhere? Huh, like who who thinks of that? Like I
Right.
don't, but it's a fun video.
Right.
It's
And then we're gonna leave the cafe, and we got a girl in a bikini
right,
crawling through the woods. And then she turns into a wolf.
right.
I mean, it's like,
Okay, that is the choice that you make. We're
yeah.
going to support your creative vision for this. And there's plenty of music videos out there where it's like, I don't get what we're doing here, but some of them it's like, I don't care. I don't get what we're doing, but I am here for it. So,
Your
all
next
right,
three?
my next three. So these next two, these are songs or these are music videos that kind of had like, who these had a bit of an effect on me. So the first one, Jeremy by Pearl Jam. Like at the time watching this, MTV was very careful about how they would play this music video because it depicts before it was like, I don't want to say common right now because it's not like one happens every single day, but this was back when like something like this was like national news when like a school shooting would happen. And for Pearl Jam, who I'm not a huge Pearl Jam fan. I'm not, which feels a little weird because I'm from Chicago, so I feel like I'm contractually obligated to like Pearl Jam. But that doesn't change the fact that this music video just had an effect on me because of the just stark imagery of kids being shot in a classroom. And
Right.
so bold artistic choice there. Plus, I feel like you cannot listen to this song without thinking about the music video of this if you've seen it before. And this is one where it's much easier to find this music video online now, but like MTV would not play this during the day once upon
Right.
a time. You'd either have to record it in the middle of the night, you need to just right place, right time. And this was definitely one of those. My next one, Eminem has had a very checkered history when it comes to music videos. He's courted a lot of controversy when it comes to a lot of his music videos because of his graphic and offensive, quote unquote, language in the early years, right? But the first time that like he had a music video that I was like, okay, I think you're trying to say something to me now. The music video Stan, where, just
Powerful.
powerful, like this is one where I was like, oh, like Eminem, I didn't think you had this in you to to do this. Plus, also, I remember very vividly when there was like he was getting battered for potentially being like a homophobe because of
Mm,
his lyrics. But then he went on the Grammys and sang with Elton John. He sang this song, or like he rapped this song, and Elton John did the Dido part of
right.
it. So but all of that started with like how powerful the music video was for that, which I don't think like listening to the song, it's a good song, but the music video elevates it so much better
Definitely.
because
Definitely.
it it just it contextualizes the lyrics in a much more visceral way. So I had a hard time picking an Eminem song because it was between like a bunch, but this one, once found like I was going through music videos, I was like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that one. This is the one. And then my last one, we've all been there with songs where it's like, I'm too young to understand what this music video is or what this song is about. But then the music video is like, oh, I get it. I need to stop singing this song. And that was Too Close by Next. Because I did not understand that that song was about a guy getting hard on the dance floor because you don't get that when you're just like singing along to the song. But then when you watch the music video, it's like, oh shit. Okay. Okay. I get it now. Like I don't know why the wires were not crossed then, but now that they are, I can't I can't I can't
Yeah.
sing along to the song, especially since I was singing along to this song when I was like 12. And
Right.
nobody, no responsible fucking adults, not my uncle, not any of them were like, maybe you shouldn't sing that song. They were singing this song right along with me. So where were you then, adults? What the fuck? So all of this to say, that's a song where I love the song and the music video ruined it, but it's probably for the best because that song is grossly inappropriate for a almost puberty kid who was like, baby, when we're grinding, I get so excited. Whoa, what? And then when you see the music video, it's like, oh shit. Yeah. Okay. I get it now. Okay. So those were
Yeah. Yeah. That's like my last one we did, the Haley Steinfeld Love Myself video
Ex-
that I brought up. But this is a great segue into my next three. This is my sexy chicks
Mm,
set of three.
okay.
We're going to start with Halsey, You Should Be Sad
Mm,
video. I mean, it starts with a Trans Am pulling up to the alley of a club, and she gets out with next to nothing on, knocks on the door, and it's just basically a musical orgy for the next 4 minutes.
mm.
And I'm not mad about it.
Yeah. Nor should you be. It's all good.
And a good song. I mean, uh,
That's like the
that's
cherry on top.
yeah, exactly. Next song, Enrique Iglesias. I liked Enrique Iglesias. I think a fine singer. And I picked Hero
Mm.
with Jennifer Love Hewitt as the star of this one. And there was a stretch where he did some music videos where he had hot chicks in it and dated Anna Kournikova for a
Mm.
minute and
I think
just
I actually think they're still together, maybe.
good for him.
Yeah, yeah.
Even, yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, Enrique, you know,
Good for
but
you, brother. Good for you.
yeah, yeah. And then the next one in my list is Ghost. I'm sorry. Sorry. I skipped a one. I did
Okay.
this last time. My next one is Stacy's Mom by Fountains of Wayne with
Yeah.
Rachel Hunter.
Yeah.
I
My
mean,
I had I had a couple friends named Stacy growing up, and when this song became popular, they were mortified. Mortified. The music video is great, and really it made me sad when I think it was the lead singer from Fountain of Wayne. He died of COVID, and yeah, that just was a bummer. But like the music video for this also, it told a compelling story. Like it wasn't just a couple guys just strumming instruments in front of a green screen. It was pretty damn funny.
Right. It was when making a video mattered.
Yeah. Oh, those were good ones. So for the Enrique Iglesias one, I'm assuming you were on Team Enrique versus Team Ricky.
Definitely. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, not definitely. Ricky Martin had some.
he had some bangers, but they weren't good videos. I mean,
Speaking of cringeworthy videos, so he had one song where it was Nobody Wants to Be Lonely, and it was sung with a very young Christina Aguilera, which looking back on it, it's hilarious because this was back in the day when men were very closeted and couldn't be like openly gay in the 90s. And it's it's hilarious watching that and you're like, oh buddy, who thought that that was a good idea? Like that's quite unfortunate. But I don't know. It's just it's hilarious.
I mean,
Some
he
of the
pushed
duets that came out
right.
at the time.
He pushed the "Livin' La Vida Loca" was his big one,
Mhm.
and then he did the World Cup song. I want to say "Circle."
Cup of life.
Cup of life, yeah. Circle.
Circle of
That's the
life.
other gay guy.
That's slightly.
Please don't
It's
cancel me.
no, it's all good. It's all good.
But yes, Cup of Life. And I had a very good friend of mine. He's still a good friend of mine. He was a PA announcer in sports, and they had some of the qualifying games from that cup in Detroit. And he was the announcer for the soccer games, and he absolutely hated that Cup of Life song because they played it just over and over and over again during the games. But yeah, Ricky Martin, I would be on Team Enrique because I do think the songs were a little bit better, and longevity wise, I think Enrique stuck around a little bit longer,
Oh,
and they're
he did
both
stick around.
stripped.
Did stick around for significantly longer. Plus, also Enrique's music videos, I think were always a little bit better. Hero
Yeah,
was a great music video. I'm a huge fan of the
Mickey
song.
Rourke,
I'm
yeah.
a huge fan of the song Escape, and that was a great music video. Even the one from Wild Wild West that he did was great as well. It's called Bailamos or something like that. Yeah, that's right. I
Yes,
well,
Belamo,
well,
and he also the ping pong song that he did,
mhm.
which to me it got the notoriety for those who watched Rob Dyrdek's show with Big before Ridiculousness. I mean, he did a little skit to it in a car, and it was just hilarious. But yeah, there was Enrique had some good videos out there, like I said, and he didn't use the same girl all the time. He mixed them up. It was just I enjoyed him.
Yeah, good.
I have the CDs.
Good CDs. Good call. All right. So my next three, this is my sappy love song part of this. And the love song music video was always interesting to watch because it's very interesting to see what stylistic or artistic choices that they made with that. So two of these, like one's pretty straightforward. It's the song To Be With You by Mr. Big. It's just a bunch of dudes just playing the song. It's a very simple music video, but it's always stuck with me because of the simplicity. It's not trying to tell like a story or anything like that. It's just a it feels like they just decided to start jamming and someone was like, fuck it, let's roll it. And I don't know, like it felt like they were having a lot of fun and it felt organic. And like I love that song, but the music video just every time I watch the music video, I end up clapping like a douchebag, but I'm like, I can't help it because you see everybody like the other members of the band clapping to it as well, and you can't help but being like, oh yeah, let's do it too. My next one, maybe not exactly the most well-known of Lenny Kravitz's songs, because Lenny Kravitz has had like he's a pretty good showman. His music videos are fine. generally, but the one that I think his music video that I like the best, because this one did kind of tell a little bit of a story, was for the song Again. Because he's talking about how he's wondering if he's ever going to see somebody again. That's the whole premise of the song. But to visualize that and kind of see like their meet cute where he's like playing at a concert, and then like they're they're getting to know each other a little bit through various means. They're at a diner, they're doing stuff in bed, all of that stuff. But it feels like the journey is enhanced a little bit more with the visual, and it kind of makes the lyrics kind of pop a little bit more. And then my
It is
last one,
actually it's my favorite Lenny Kravitz song,
I did,
actually.
yeah, it's also one of his more underrated songs as well, because it's,
Definitely.
it's not Fly Away, it's not Are You Gonna Go My Way, none of
It's not,
those.
yeah, it's not American Woman.
Mhm.
It yeah, absolutely. It's like you said, underrated. I mean, some people will not know. They'll actually have to go watch the video to hear this song because they don't know it.
Yeah. But this was one where, when back in the day when MTV played music videos, that drum beat at the very beginning, that was one, as soon as you hear it, I would come running in front of the TV
Yeah.
because I always enjoyed it. And then my last one, this is another very basic music video, but I remember it because this is what I call a Friday night alternative song for me, because this song was very big when I was in sixth grade, and it was one where it was around the sweet spot where I was watching MTV a little bit more, but it's Casey and JoJo's All My Life. This song, like, same thing with Lenny Kravitz and that drum beat for Again. As soon as you hear that piano playing, it's like, yeah, it's time to
You
watch this music video.
you hear baby 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 baby.
Exactly.
Oh, here we go.
Exactly. So this was a song that was like, this is sixth grade for me. And
Yeah.
Casey and JoJo, they weren't as famous as they were when they were in Jodeci, but they still had a couple songs that are just going to be all timers. And this one is the one that I'm always going to remember, because it's there's a part where it's like, close to me you're like my father, close to me you're like my brother, and they would like hold each other close. And
Mhm.
it's like, oh, these two, it's great. So yeah, my last one in the love song section is Casey and JoJo's All My Life.
Well, my next section, I don't really have a clarification for these three
Mhm,
because, and I know we usually do put them together in threes, but this is just a few random songs.
mhm.
And I had mentioned it before when I skipped in my list, but Ghost by Justin Bieber. And the main reason I put it on here was for Diane Keaton.
Oh.
She just, you know, does this video and just seems like she's having so much fun in it. And I get it. It's supposed to be a grandma who lost grandpa and then getting back out there in the world and just a fun video.
Mhm,
And he's trying to help her and has her go on a dating website and meet somebody and even takes her to meet him for the first time, it seems like in the video.
mhm.
Just a all around good song. And, I'm a fan of Justin Bieber and I think
I,
just a good musician.
I would categorize myself as a believer as
I'm a
well.
believer.
Yeah.
So next, The Calling, Wherever You Will Go. I mean, that is,
Wow. You know what's funny about this? This is the third time that this has come up today, because it came up twice on the radio, on Sirius XM, on two different channels. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. I haven't heard this song in years. Years.
but it's a video though. It's not just the song part of it though. It's a decent video.
Mhm,
It's the girl who gets, she's so in love with a guy, I'm gonna get a tattoo and I'll be with you and I'll go wherever you will go. And then ends up, she comes home and he's going somewhere else without her.
Yeah, right.
And the devastation of that. But it was just the voice of the lead singer and the deep tones, and just it's a good tune
Hmm.
and one hit wonder for the band.
Yeah.
But I and she kind of looks like I want to say Rebecca something, actress, big time actress.
Rebecca Romaine,
Nope.
Rebecca Ferguson, Rebecca.
Moving on to the next song. I'm not coming up with her name, and you're nowhere near where I was going with. It was nope, never mind. Pretty Fly for a White Guy by The Offspring.
That's a great pick.
Just just a fun video. And I mean the silliness of it, and the white guy who just thinks he's all that. You got to enjoy that video.
That's that is a great music video. The Offspring had a couple really solid music videos,
Hmm.
and this song kind of around the Blink 182 era as well, that in my musical taste. So this great pick. All of those
And
were great
I
picks.
also have a tattoo of the number 13, and I didn't get 31. So
Very nice. Very nice and
made it personal,
topical.
made it a
Good,
little
good,
personal
good
there.
for you. All right. So this is around the time where I also stopped grouping these into certain things. So my number 10, we've talked about this song a bunch of times. I don't know how much more I could bring up with this. It's Kiss from a Rose by Seal. First of all, this song has no fucking business being in a Batman movie. Absolutely none. So I do not understand why this was in Batman Forever. I don't get it at all. Second of all, these lyrics do not make a lick of sense. However, watching Seals sing this in front of the bat signal with clips of Batman Forever was fucking awesome
Yep.
as well. Yeah. So I don't have much more to say about this because we brought this up on our comic book movies one. Did I ever tell you that when I was in college, it was a Tuesday night. I was out at a bar with some friends, and there wasn't a lot of people there, but the DJ was taking requests, and the DJ started playing Kiss from a Rose. And we all kind of looked at her as like, seriously? Like, what are you doing? And she's like, sorry guys, this was requested. So we're all looking around. It's like, who on earth requested this? So we're all looking at each other suspiciously. But when it gets to the bridge, all of us start singing
Just
along.
jumped in. You
You
got it.
can't help but
Yeah.
just go for it with that song. But the music video for this, it was just so cool watching Seals
Yep.
sing that in front of the bat signal, even though again, it makes no goddamn sense why this is part of a Batman movie. But
Agreed.
so my next one is Waterfalls by TLC. This cool concept for some things with the music video for this, but this is another one that kind of scared me a little bit because I like growing up, like the two moments that like got me good with this is like, okay, so you like the first part of the song talks about a guy, like a kid who gets shot, and then the visual of like the ghost mother coming in and trying to like save this boy, that got me
Yeah.
good. And then when you see the guy, like during the second part, where it's like, okay, you clearly got HIV. Like this is telling the story of that. So that also had like an effect on me because my mom always used to say it's like you're gonna like if you look really tired, you're gonna disappear in the mirror like that guy in that music video. It's like, first of all, mom, that's a horrible thing to say to a young kid, especially since you don't understand the context that's going in here. But plus the part where they're all dancing and they look like liquid, that
Hmm.
part that part was cool as well. Doesn't change the fact that the course of this, I still do not understand to this day. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes you're used to. What the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah.
But the music video of this was really cool. So So yeah, that's my number 11. My number 12, another movie one. I really like the movie Moulin Rouge. I think it's underrated, but Lady Marmalade, when you have this almost feels like a cheat code of, hey, you want to come up with a list of like powerhouse singers to just kind of throw together in an awesome, like this music video. I kind of feel like Stefan. It's like this music video has everything. It's got Christina, it's got Pink, it's got Maya, it's got Lil Kim, it's got Missy Elliott, and it's got Moulin Rouge as well. Everybody just went for it with this song as well. So,
I mean, let's be honest. It's like, hey, how do we put four girls in underwear that are
mhm.
really hot?
Well, not only
Let's
that, but corsets too. So,
right.
so yeah, that's
And I believe because this was one of the near the end of the making of videos,
mhm.
because I've seen this, and this was an early on Pink being out there
Very
in
early in her
and
career.
and
Yeah.
and this was her realizing, hey, I'm pretty hot when I dress like this.
Mhm.
And she says it during the making of. It's like, I look good naked.
Well,
Like,
but
yes, you do, Pink.
but
Yes, you do.
plus also like for me specifically with Pink, Pink always felt like the outlier for this
Definitely.
because Maya's voice is fine, but then you have Christina Aguilera all the way on the other end, and you're like, Pink, really? You don't realize like, especially with some of her earlier songs, you don't realize Pink's got like a powerhouse voice,
Right.
especially because some of her earlier songs she like kind of like sing rapped a little bit.
Yeah. Don't go, or
Yeah.
the first one she did. Yeah. Absolutely 100% agree. It was like, okay, we got Maya and we got Christina, who are the singers,
Hmm.
and then Pink's kind of going to sing, and then Little Kim's going to rap. And if I remember correctly, like there are two versions of this song and video where Missy Elliott's not even in it,
Hmm.
and one of them. But so they had Little Kim rapping and Missy Elliott, and then Pink was just kind of like a bridge between.
Hmm.
And she does sing very well in this song. And yes, like you said, this is leading into her being vocal
Hmm.
and being a vocalist and killing it throughout
Right.
her career.
Yep.
100% agree. Great song, too. Great pick.
Mm. Thank you. All right. What do you got?
My next, Kryptonite by Three Doors Down.
It's a great
And
pick.
this is more of a video pick, too, because it's like, it starts off, it's like, okay, old guy in his underwear. What the hell are we going with this? And then it turns into like the guy's watching videos of superhero, and then he gets dressed again and goes out there. Just solid video that you didn't see coming from the beginning. Next one, The Killers, Mr. Brightside. Just another less of a video, more of a song, but the video is very important to the song because it's just one of those, the guy not getting the girl and he's worried about her being hurt, and just music video went along with the lyrics from the song, so
Hmm.
enjoyed it. And then my last one, I went with an Eminem song, threw that in there. He does have some later on that are some really good ones, especially when it comes to his daughter, but this is an early one. Without Me, it was, the first video that he put out with My Name Is was a fun,
Oh
just
yeah.
kind of, hey, this is a great beat and we're going to put this song out. But Without Me was more of a, yeah, he's out there, he's Robin to Dr. Dre's Batman,
Hmm.
and we're going to do some fun stuff. But it was a just solid video that went along with a pretty good song.
That that was on the short list of Eminem songs that I was gonna pick because I remember when the music video was such a big deal with this because of the controversy it courted with, right? It was Without Me, the one that talks about Fred Durst and Britney Spears,
Right.
and like
Or no, no,
I'm pretty sure.
that was off the next album. MTV sit me next to Fred Durst so we could talk about who had sex first. No, that was a different song. That wasn't Without Me. Because Without Me is two trailer park girls run around me outside, run around me outside.
Hmm.
That damn it. And I can't think of the song name right now. But
But
I
but Eminem's music videos there's always something to talk about with
Definitely.
especially some of those older ones. And sometimes he did it for shock value, but sometimes he did it to actually say something as well. So got to give him a little bit of credit for that. So good picks. So my next three, I don't really have a good reason for why I like the music video for this. Country Grammar by Nelly. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward video, but it's very early. It is I think this was like Nelly's first song that had like some mainstream success. And it's a very basic music video, but I always have a lot of fun watching this. So yeah, I don't really have a good reason for this one.
That's the walking in front of the cars on the street.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was his first video.
My next one, Run Around by Blues Traveler. And the music video for this was cool because it had like a Wizard of Oz twinge to it. Blues Travel, like it kind of makes me sad that Blues Traveler didn't have more success, but at the same time, this one's pretty. This is a pretty great music video. Quirky band, quirky music video, a fun song as well. So
Yeah.
and then this last one, this is kind of a sentimental pick because so I picked Despacito by Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee. And the reason why is because back in like 2017, my church went on a mission trip to Puerto Rico to help out some of the area, like the western part of the island after Hurricane Maria. And this was the summer that Despacito came out. And everywhere that we went, this song was on blast everywhere you went on Puerto Rico, summer of 2017. But the other thing too is that this is such a love letter to Puerto Rico as well. The music video is, not the lyrics. The lyrics are definitely not a love letter to Puerto Rico. It's a love letter to making love slowly. But that doesn't change the fact that the music video is just it's such a cool visual representation of just the love that they have for Puerto Rico. So got to give it some credit for that. Plus also hot chicks dancing. Yeah, good stuff.
Why not?
Right. So yeah, that is my penultimate three.
Back to me already, huh?
Yeah, it's back again. This is
All right.
like I
Three at
didn't
a
have a whole
time.
lot to say about country
All right.
grammar and Blues Traveler is just kind of quirky and Desposito is more of a sentimental pick.
Now, there are two versions of the song. There's a Justin
Justin Bieber
Bieber.
version. Yeah.
That's because I've tried to download it in the past, and like Apple Music didn't have the Justin Bieber version, and then they
Mhm.
finally did. So
Yeah.
I do like the Justin Bieber version better. I don't know about the video though. So
The See, I agree. I love the Justin Bieber version. The music video though doesn't compare.
gotcha.
So that's
Okay.
why I went with this version instead.
Thank you for clarifying.
Of course.
I bring in Pink because I believe she belongs in a music video list. And we're going to go with Try. Just a powerful video. It has to do with domestic violence
Hmm.
and women, staying with the wrong guy until they shouldn't and being strong enough to get out of it, but not giving up too soon. So, really good music video. And then there's a live version of it. Uh, I believe the MTV Music Awards.
Hmm.
Good callback on my part, but just a strong live version out there for her. Such a strong music video.
Hmm.
I do also wanted to put a TLC song on there, but I went with Unpretty,
That's
which
a
is
great one. That's a great
another
one.
just good video, strong song.
Hmm.
And it's just like your video, it's got different messages in it. It's not
Hmm.
just talking about the son who gets killed or the HIV. This is talking about a woman whose boyfriend wants her to change her body, and also a woman who feels she's overweight and trying to change herself.
Hmm.
Just really, really good, and and a strong, visual effects video too.
Hmm.
It's them in the field. And one of the things I really liked, and this is something always had a lot of respect for, and I don't know why. It's just a crazy thing for me. With Left Eye, who is doing the sign language,
Hmm.
ASL, I think that has always been something that I regret I never learned how to do.
Hmm.
I mean, I can give some hand signals to people and they know what I mean, but I think that just being able to communicate with somebody who has a disability of any sort
Hmm.
is something that is very honorable.
Hmm.
And her being able to do that was great. My last one is a Beyonce, and If I Were a Boy. And you actually had, no, I'm sorry. I was thinking of a different song. Because when you were talking about Mr. Big doing I'm the One Who Wants to Be With You, I also think of Extremes More Than Words. I feel a similarity. I was
Yeah.
going to say that is the color version of More Than Words.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So,
absolutely.
but If I Were a Boy, just the black and white video, and
Hmm.
Beyonce's done it on a few of hers. It's just a powerful song and a very artistic type
Hmm.
song with the black and white part of it.
Yeah.
So those were my next three.
All great picks. The TLC one, that's it sucks that that song kind of flies under the radar in the face of like No Scrubs and some of their other ones because it's like a really great song and the music video of them like singing in front like I think it's like a flower patch or like something
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
There was an episode of Glee where they did a mashup of Unpretty and I Feel Pretty from West Side Story. And I always thought that that was a great way to try to say a message with two different songs that are saying completely opposite things. So I,
I mean, clearly I've been on this podcast a few times, which
mhm,
means I like music a
mhm,
lot.
yeah,
And another big regret I have is I never watched Glee.
you're watch the first half of season one and just call it a day. Like, and just listen to some of the songs because Glee was hot garbage after the first half of season one. But yeah, it's that's an interesting one. That that might be one that I'd be willing to do a rewatch with you because I'd be very curious to hear some of your thoughts
I mean,
on Glee as a TV show.
I've seen some music videos from it, like Grant Gustin being
Hmm.
on it and Melissa
Barrera, or no, the
Noe,
Supergirl,
Supergirl. Yeah,
Supergirl, yeah,
we'll just call her Supergirl.
yeah.
I
Who
mean,
knew that both of them had just kick-ass voices?
well, they ended up doing a musical crossover on the shows on the Arrowverse. So it was
Naturally,
like oh hey, I didn't know they could sing. And then I had somebody was like, yeah, because they were on Glee, stupid. Like, okay, there's no reason to be name calling.
yeah, no, they both had amazing voices on Glee. So yeah, that's a good call out with that.
So your last three?
My last three, unintentionally, these are my time songs. I don't know how this happened, but my last three have the word time in the title. So this is my Michael Jackson song, and I picked Remember the Time. This music video doesn't make a lick of fucking sense for this song, but this music video is pretty damn cool as well.
Great video.
Starred Magic Johnson, Eddie Murphy. It had an Egyptian theme to it, which again, nothing to do with the song, but that's the beauty of Michael Jackson music videos is that there's always something super cool about them. So, speaking of Eddie Murphy and speaking of time, I pick Party All the Time by Eddie Murphy. This is such a stupid song. This
Oh,
is,
great. Rick James.
oh, but I cannot deny I love this song so much. And the music video is just Eddie Murphy looks like he's taking it so damn serious. It's like this is the thing that you okay, cool. This might be your most dramatic work. Cool. Great. Thanks, Eddie. I can't believe like this was before all these artists in or all these people in Hollywood. Now in Hollywood, everybody's got to be able to sing, dance, act, whatever. But back in the day, like between Eddie Murphy, Patrick Swayze, Don Johnson, and Bruce Willis, to me, Eddie Murphy takes the cake out of those who they crossed over into music very briefly, and then the music industry was like, stay in your fucking lane. And
Right.
and then it was like, yeah, okay, that's all. My last one is Green Day's Time of Your Life. And Not a whole lot to say about this. This is also a very sentimental pick. The music video gets to me a lot because this also came out around the time, like this is your prime graduation song in the 90s.
Mhm.
And the music video of this, just Billy Armstrong just strumming a guitar on a bed. Yeah, it just gives me the feels every time I see the music video.
Yeah, powerful song that got used in a lot of graduations. It was
Mhm.
this or it was Eve Six
Eve 6,
had
Here's to
one.
the Night. Yeah.
Here's to the night. Yeah, that was it was one or the other.
Mhm.
But I do think the Green Day won out more
Yep.
than
Of that, there is a time and a place for the Eve 6 song. Like, yeah, both of those great picks. Yeah.
I would say the time of life was more graduation, where Eve Six was more prom.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that would be a way to go.
Yeah.
So,
So you should have one more.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So
This was one, and I know I said earlier like I wanted to pick songs that were more music video involved, but this song did have a lot of the band just playing, but it mixed in because it's a 7 minute video. It
mhm.
mixed in a lot of other stuff, but it was from a movie that had nothing to do with the song. And I'm going with One by Metallica. Just a solid song that beginning another one, like we said earlier, you hear that dun 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 dun. It's like, oh, that's Metallica One. We're gonna and there's a Jason Robards movie that I don't know, and it's going along with a guy in the military, not the Jason Robards movie because they had a black and white and a color, and there was a guy who appeared to be in a war situation where he got hurt during it, and they wrapped everything up together in just such a nice bow that went along with their song. I think it was just a good music video.
First of all, it's shocking to me no overlap with with any of our songs. Overlap with artists, but no duplicate
Yeah, we
songs.
didn't. Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
but I had a Metallica one on my first draft, and it ended up on volume 3 instead. So cool. Well,
It's not one, is it?
no,
Okay.
it is not. It is a different one, even though it's a pretty basic answer, but it is what it is. Well, those are our list. Brian, last question I have for you before I get you out of here on this volume. If this CD was an actual album, what would be the album cover?
Again, I feel like Beelar's greatest hits, and
Mhm.
we got a nice picture of me animated
Mhm.
with some superheroes behind me
Mhm.
because I'm always all about my comic book love
Mhm.
when it comes to the things that I do. So I would have that as my CD cover.
Good call with that. Mine would be me in a corset, kind of similar to what they were wearing in the Lady Marmalade.
I don't want
What
to imagine that. Why would we do that to me?
the hell? Like, I thought this was a safe space.
Oh,
No,
no.
no, like in reality, I think the music, like the album cover for this would be that room in Time of Your Life, except I don't need the lead singer of Green Day there. I just need the acoustic guitar there and that room, and everybody's gonna know where that's from. Or at least all the people who grew up in the 90s at this time would know where that's from. So
Absolutely.
that would be the real answer, even though I don't appreciate getting body shamed for my love of corsets.
I
So thanks Brian. Appreciate you as always.
getting canceled.
No, you're not, because I gotta have you
I
back for
hope
volume
I hope
3.
I can
So
get to volume
you'll
3.
you'll get to volume 3. It's all good. But Brian, thanks as always. It's always a blast talking music videos. It's just a blast talking to you in general. So where can the people find you, and do you have anything that you'd like to plug?
Definitely, I would like to plug the Comics Corner podcast with Beelar and Danny P. It comes out every new comic book day, which is Wednesdays for those of you who aren't listening or not reading comics or don't know that, but do enjoy doing that. Also, part of the BTB Movie Club that comes out on Mondays. And you can reach me at blar13 at comcast.net if you have any questions or would like to reach out and just have a conversation.
Thanks for your time as always, Brian. Well, my friends, the time has come to end this episode of Mix CD. Be sure to like, rate, and subscribe to anything and everything SPDM Crew wherever you get your podcast. Join us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, and Blue Sky at SPDM Crew. Check out our website soon to be out at spdmcrew.com. You could follow our playlist on Spotify and Apple Music at Mike Hilty. Shout out to High Flyer Creative Studios for making our awesome logo. Greatly appreciate their support. And if you have any marketing, logo, or brand standard needs, contact them at highflyercreative.com. If you've got a podcast idea or you're interested in being part of the SPDM crew as a guest or collaborating, email us at spdmcrew@gmail.com. Until next time, no matter what happens now, you shouldn't be afraid because I know today has been the most perfect day I've ever seen.